We need to prepare ourselves because after all of this went down, he is going to take it back the next day. And I actually think that this is a good thing, and I want to explain why. So in this conversation, Conrad poured out his heart to Belly. He laid himself bare, as he's going to explain to her in the next day. He told her that he loved her finally, and he also said, be with me and don't marry Jeremiah. And then Belly went into self-defense mode. She put up her walls, and she told Conrad that what he was doing was wrong, and essentially that she is picking Jeremiah, and that Jeremiah loves her no matter what. And then she explained to him that Jeremiah doesn't just take away his love when things get hard. And the inconsistency of Conrad's love is really what Belly could not handle and what hurt her the most. And then of course she finished this with "you and I were never anything," which I think is just Belly really trying to defend herself, because essentially what Conrad is telling her right now is something that she has spent multiple years, over 4 years, in her mind, telling her that him loving her is not a possibility. She has told herself time and time again that her and Conrad were never anything. So she is just relaying that to Conrad. And I think that he's going to be really moved by this line and be like, okay, if that's what she thinks, I'm going to take it back the next day so that her and Jeremiah can get married and Conrad can have a little bit of pride left so that he can be in their lives and be around them still and try to act like what he told Belly doesn't matter and that he didn't really mean it. Just really gonna piss Belly off because it's the one thing that she hates when he does. In the finale of season 2, remember in the motel, she said that Conrad just gives and takes away and she can't even blame him because that's just who he is. So I think episode 8 is going to pick up the next day and Conrad is going to have a conversation with Belly and take back what he said on the beach the night before. One reason why I really think this is going to happen is because the big conversations in the book have basically played out on the show word for word. And the main big reason why it is so important that he takes this back is because it makes Belly so mad. She gets mad at him all over again, just like she did the night before. Imagine if you were Belly and you're in this situation and you do not love him back. Which, first of all, I think that this conversation would have been completely different. Probably would not have acted this way and she would have been like, whoa, I don't feel the same. But okay, the next day, he's taking it back and you don't feel that way. Wouldn't you be like, oh, what a relief? She could be like, I'm really glad you don't actually feel that way and now I can get married to Jeremiah in peace. But no, she gets super mad. And you know what that does? Conrad realizes that Belly is acting this way because she cares about him and she still loves him. And then she calls him out for lying. And then he says, yeah, you're right. And he doubles down on actually being in love with Belly. So Belly gets confirmation that Conrad actually is in love with her, which I think the night before she was being this defensive because she didn't believe him. And now he's doubling down. And then Conrad gets confirmation that Belly's in love with him back. So he actually needs to take it back because then it's going to make him realize that she's in love with him. It's going to cause him to repeat himself and hopefully it will actually get through to Belly. As much as we really don't want him to take it back, it's going to do wonders for them and moving their plot forward.